Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're unpacking a story that's sending shockwaves through the NFL. Allegations of inappropriate sexual behavior against Justin Tucker, the seemingly untouchable star kicker for the Baltimore Ravens. Before we go any further, if you're finding this analysis insightful, hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. It really helps us out. Now, back to Justin Tucker. You know him, most accurate kicker in NFL history, Super Bowl champ. The guy you'd want on your team with the game on the line. But now, 6 massage therapists have come forward with some incredibly serious allegations, claiming he engaged in inappropriate sexual conduct from 2012 to 2016, the early years of his career.
It's certainly a jarring contrast to his public image. According to the Baltimore Banner, these therapists allege a pattern of disturbing behavior, including exposing himself, inappropriate touching with his exposed penis, and even leaving ejaculate on the massage table. These are very serious accusations, and it immediately raises the question, why are these therapists coming forward now, years after the alleged incidents?
It's a good question. And of course, Justin Tucker has vehemently denied all the allegations, calling them unequivocally false and desperate tabloid fodder. In a statement released on social media, he even said he's never been accused of misconduct of any kind.
That kind of strong denial is a common tactic in these situations. It's important to remember that from a legal standpoint, the burden of proof lies with the accusers. By coming out so forcefully, Tucker's aiming to control the narrative and discredit the therapists before any formal legal proceedings begin. It'll be interesting to see if his legal strategy focuses solely on denial, or if he attempts to present counter-evidence to directly refute the claims.
Meanwhile, both the NFL and the Ravens have released statements saying they're taking the allegations seriously and are monitoring the situation. But what does that actually mean in terms of concrete action? What kind of disciplinary measures could Tucker potentially face?
Well, the NFL has its personal conduct policy, which is designed to address a wide range of off-field conduct, including sexual assault and misconduct. However, the league's history of enforcing this policy has been somewhat inconsistent. The consequences can range from fines and suspensions to even banishment from the league. But the severity often depends on the strength of the evidence and the level of public pressure.
And then you have the issue of power dynamics. Justin Tucker is a highly paid, celebrated athlete at the top of his game. These massage therapists were likely in a much more vulnerable position. Providing a service in what's often a private setting, it makes you wonder how that power imbalance might have influenced their decision to come forward, or perhaps delayed their decision.
Absolutely, that power dynamic is crucial to consider. It's unfortunately common in situations like this. Victims in these scenarios often fear retaliation, damage to their reputation, or simply not being believed. They may stay silent for years, even decades. If these allegations prove to be true, this case could really expose the systemic issues within professional sports. When it comes to addressing misconduct and protecting those who are most vulnerable,
Tucker's attorneys have also weighed in, calling the allegations speculative and impossible to prove. So where does this leave us at its core? It seems like a classic he said, she said situation.
you're right. It often comes down to whose account is deemed more credible. And that's a challenging question for society to grapple with. How do we fairly evaluate these situations where it's one person's word against another's? There's no easy answer, especially when you factor in the potential impact on everyone involved, reputations, careers, and the legal ramifications.
Exactly. This isn't just a legal battle playing out in a courtroom. The court of public opinion is already in session. Justin Tucker's image, meticulously crafted over years, has been undeniably tarnished. Whether or not these allegations are ultimately proven, the shadow of doubt will likely linger.
It's a stark reminder of how swiftly public perception can shift, especially in today's digital age, where information spreads at lightning speed. Social media amplifies everything, making it nearly impossible to control the narrative once it's out there. Even if Tucker is cleared of all charges, this episode will likely remain a part of his story.
And what about the impact on the Ravens organization? They've cultivated a reputation as a model franchise. How are they navigating this internally, especially considering Tucker is their star player, their franchise kicker?
It's a delicate balancing act for the team. Their statement saying they're monitoring the situation is carefully worded, suggesting they're waiting to see how things unfold. Before taking any decisive action, they're likely facing immense internal pressure. On one hand, they have a responsibility to support their player, upholding the presumption of innocence until proven guilty. On the other hand, they need to consider the seriousness of the allegations and the potential impact on the organization's reputation.
It begs the question, what kind of precedent has the NFL set in similar cases involving players accused of misconduct? How might that inform the Ravens' actions and the potential consequences for Tucker?
The NFL's track record in handling these situations is far from perfect. We've seen instances where players faced minimal consequences, despite credible allegations. Often often sparking public outrage and accusations of protecting star athletes. Conversely, there have been cases where players were suspended or even banned based on allegations that were later proven false, highlighting the complexities and potential pitfalls of these investigations. The league is under constant scrutiny to demonstrate a commitment to fairness and accountability. Their response to the Justin Tucker situation will be closely watched, both by fans and the players' union.
And this isn't just about Justin Tucker and the Baltimore Ravens. This case shines a light on the vulnerabilities faced by massage therapists, particularly women, who constitute a significant portion of the profession. They often work in private settings, one-on-one with clients, which can create an environment where abuse can occur.
Absolutely. This case raises serious questions about the safety and well-being of these professionals. We need to consider what safeguards can be implemented to better protect massage therapists. Perhaps there's a need for more comprehensive training on recognizing and responding to inappropriate behavior from clients, along with clearer reporting procedures and stronger support systems for those who have experienced harassment or assault.
It also makes you wonder how many other incidents like this might have gone unreported. How many individuals are afraid to speak out due to fear of retaliation, not being believed, or the potential damage to their own careers?
That's the unfortunate reality. It's likely that many cases go unreported, leaving a trail of trauma and unanswered questions. This case could be a catalyst for a larger conversation within the massage therapy industry about how to create a safer, more transparent environment for both practitioners and clients.
You're absolutely right. It's about creating a culture where individuals feel empowered to speak up without fear of repercussions, knowing their voices will be heard and their experiences taken seriously. And it's also about ensuring that those who are accused of wrongdoing are held accountable through a fair and thorough investigative process.
Precisely. The pursuit of justice must be balanced with due process for all parties involved. The outcome of this specific case remains to be seen, but the broader issue of power dynamics and the safety of vulnerable individuals in professional settings demands our attention. This isn't just about one athlete or one sport. It's a societal issue that we need to confront head-on.
This has been a heavy but necessary discussion. Justin Tucker's story, regardless of its ultimate resolution, highlights the complexities of navigating allegations of misconduct, the impact on those involved, and the importance of fostering a culture of respect, accountability, and protection for everyone. And before we wrap up, if you found this analysis insightful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. It helps us reach a wider audience and continue these important conversations.
And remember, this is just one perspective on a multifaceted issue. We encourage you to continue exploring the story, considering different viewpoints, and forming your own conclusions. The pursuit of truth and understanding is an ongoing process.
Thank you for joining us for this breakdown. We'll continue to follow this story as it develops and bring you any updates as they become available.